Hey, I'm going to tell you how to play Ascension VR, which is the new game that we made. This is based on the original Ascension board games, which are some of my absolute favorite. They're magical, wonderful deck building games, and we made it for VR. So the first thing you want to do is get your favorite VR headset. It could be the Gear, the Rift, or the Vive, and just jump into a game. The way this game works is it's a deck building game. At the beginning of the game, every player is going to have a deck, and it's going to be pretty weak. Eventually, as you play, you're going to accumulate cards that will make your deck more and more powerful. And it's the specific cards that you accumulate which will push people into different interesting strategies in this game. Whoever has the best strategy will have the most victory points at the end of the game and be the winner. On your turn, you're going to draw 5 cards into your hand. And at the beginning of the game, these will all be heroes because everyone starts out with an identical starting deck, which includes 8 apprentices and 2 militia. As you play each hero from your hand, its effect takes place immediately, and you can see what the effect is going to be by looking at the bottom center of the card right here. If you play an apprentice, you'll gain 1 rune, and runes are really the currency of Ascension. As you accumulate runes over a turn, you can buy more and more expensive cards. The cost of the card is in the upper right-hand corner, and these cards will go directly into your discard pile. They'll eventually get shuffled back into your deck, and you'll be able to play them later. As you play, you're acquiring cards from the center row, which is randomly populated by the main deck. Every time a card is purchased from the center row, a random card will take its place, so the game is ever-changing. If you can't afford any cards in the center row, or you just don't like them, there are alternative piles which are static. These include the Mystics, Heavy Infantry, and Cultists. There's another kind of currency in Ascension, which is power, and that is your military currency. This currency is used to defeat monsters, and these monsters go directly into the void. You gain the reward right away. Other card effects include direct victory point gain, drawing cards into your hand, and banishing cards into the void. When you banish a card to the void, it's never going to come up in your deck again, and this is a great way to get a lean deck with the most powerful cards coming up most frequently for you. So I mentioned that one of the kinds of cards in Ascension is heroes. There's another kind of card you can acquire, which is a construct. This is similar to heroes in that it costs runes, but the difference is when you play a construct, it goes into a special area. I like to call it the construct bay. That's probably not, I'm sure that's not the actual name of it, but your construct bay will persist even after your turn is over. So these cards will take effect every single turn. Now, your opponents can get rid of them if they defeat certain monsters, so you want to watch out for that. But these can be a great way to build up a really powerful engine that's going to get you lots of power, lots of runes, without having to play new cards every turn. So the basic overall structure of a turn is you draw your 5 cards, you will draw cards, banish cards, defeat monsters, acquire cards to your discard pile, anything you need to do in your turn, and then you'll pass. It'll be the next person's turn, and you'll just keep going around and around. Once the victory point pool has been depleted, everyone gets 1 more turn in the round if they haven't taken theirs yet, and then you tally your points. Your point total is going to be based on the victory points you've already earned plus the point values of the cards you acquired. Every card has a victory point value in the lower left-hand corner. The game supports up to 4 players, and any number of those aside from you can be AI or your friends or people you've met in the lobby. You did it! You heard the whole tutorial. I think that's it. I'll see you in game hopefully. And yeah, I haven't even gotten into all the social stuff. That stuff is super cool. This is just basically the mechanics, but there's so much that we did with VR to make this a really awesome personal social experience so you can be there with your friends, doesn't matter where they live. I'm really excited about it. See you in game.